Shit pops up before.
I know.
Before you do it.
I know. I just wanted some inane chatter before we really get started.
Oh.
Deshaun Watson, we're live, baby. We got the music?
Yeah,
Is
we
there
got
music?
it. I did it again.
Is it playing? Oh, man, this is a professional show. Sweat Equity podcast and streaming show. The #1 comedy business podcast in the world. Pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with real raw dog talk. I'm your host, Lost Smith, and to my right, your left on the tube is Eric Redinger.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you... Okay, you hear that voice?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm here.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Jesus.
A lot of shit going on.
What's wrong with you? We're 2020's best small medium enterprise business advisory podcast in the United States. Yeah, that's a real award, guys.
Yeah, you better believe
It
it.
ain't fake. We put some stank on it. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get roasted by our associate producer, Joseph.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd consider me.
Yeah, why don't you talk in the mic like we've taught you?
Yeah.
Learn from the best.
Listen to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review. That is the cheat code that gets us up. We want, it would be really awesome if we could be on the top charts with all the business podcasts.
Yeah, it would.
All the douchies up there. This episode of Sweat Equity is sponsored by Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com forward
Start
sweat.
over.
I'm killing myself. All right. Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com /sweat. Get $75 off an annual plan. What's Grasshopper, you say?
Yeah.
It's a scalable business phone line. Don't have a Google Voice for that side hustle, for that Etsy store you're trying to start, for that, what's another?
You better have
business
something.
venture?
Better have something.
A logistics company?
Okay.
Didn't see that one coming. Try grasshopper.com /sweat. Gets you 75 bones off an annual plan. You need a business phone line. You wanted a vanity one? You want to make a funny name out of it? Like a vanity license plate? Well, guess what? Try grasshopper.com /sweat. Like Keith Sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual phone plan. Don't have it go to your personal line. Don't let it go to a Google Voice number. Don't have your business hustle be the first point of contact when someone calls you up and go, hello, who dis? Don't
No Limit Studio. Yeah, we heard
do
it.
that No Limit Studios joke because it's kind of funny. Try grasshopper.com /sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual plan. Did you know if you have a Google Voice number and try to advertise with that Google Voice number in Google Ads, you'll get that thing shut down?
Yes.
They don't like it. It's not for business. Yeah. There's your pragmatic advice. Top of the show. Top of the key. Hitting it up like Baylor. Hitting it down on Zag. Sorry, Brant Tobler. All right.
Oh.
Let's get this party started. Howdy,
Sweat
toddy.
equity. Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Definitely love to see that not much has changed between you guys.
What about my sweat equity?
Yeah. And the lateness.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about lateness.
Lateness. Joseph, pull your plugs for everybody. Pull them out like a hair weave.
All right.
Tell the audience we're gonna have you on to talk shit about what we have lacked in to help you out. I thought that would be poignant for the show, but before we get into it, send people to whatever sites you got.
Yeah, so on Facebook, I do operate the Resendez photography page. That's my photography.
How do you spell it, dog?
Resendez as in zebra, photography, no space.
Okay.
And then my Instagram is jresendez, so JRESENDEZ 60. And that's how you can pretty much find me.
With a
Besides that,
60.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And LinkedIn as well. We're big on LinkedIn.
Huge.
Always on that.
Speaking of LinkedIn, we gotta address that dude, Mark Firth, No Girth Mark Firth.
The one that you messaged about?
Well, I was like, oh, Eric, oh no, this guy messaged us because I felt bad. We made fun of his shit, and I forget that people could easily get in touch with us.
Yeah. You guys are pretty easy to find. You do have a LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.
And it's fine. It's fine. So I got a mixed message. So you read the post.
Yeah.
The message he sent me was like, ha ha ha, kind of
Yeah.
funny. And I was like, oh, cool. He was cool for playing along. And I go, why don't you come on the podcast and just talk about it? And then he was like, no, I don't do any of that.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Did he
Let's
shut
have
you
fun
guys
with it.
down right away?
I'm going to pull it up.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it. I like Mark personally. I think he's a smart businessman.
He's a great guy, to be
Diplomatic.
quite
I'm
honest.
just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I mean, get over it, dude. Come on, let's be serious.
Look,
by
so
serious, I
to
mean
bring
not
people
serious.
into this, I get a lot of these ads for like entrepreneurs on the go. Here's the cheat code to 10x your business, shit like that. Where you're like, these guys are full of shit. There's no the thing you can't teach is this discipline that is very minute, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it in a whiteboard class.
Right.
It takes a while. It's a way of life. It's not, and if you're teaching that, fine, but it smells bad.
Do you get the Google Search Console emails that update us on our traffic and like all that stuff? Because we
Not-
got one literally today.
Not for this site.
Well, we got
For
one today.
sweatequitypod.com.
Yeah, and you want to know what the number with the top hit for the last month was?
What?
The one we made of Mark Firth.
No way, really?
Yes.
Because people are looking for him.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no!
like it.
Yeah.
We're sending unwanted traffic to this guy.
Well,
No,
people.
it's coming to us.
It's good and bad.
So if you're doing a Google ad campaign, the first thing anybody out there that needs to do it, you make a brand campaign so that you never get, if you have some bad stuff out there, like I've helped some attorney friends of mine that start their own law firm. They got a DUI, in their 20s or something, and that'll show up because it was in the paper for some reason. And so I'm like, dude,
They were pretty drunk.
hey, they partied, they skied a lot, that night. So it's one of those things where I was like, okay, make a Google ad campaign, and it's called a brand campaign. Put in your name, put in
Look how sober he is.
put in all the things that people are looking for, so that you can bog it down. Because number one in SEO is still number 3, because you got the 2 ads that are always there, right?
Yeah.
So that's just almost every business should do that, no matter what. I love that that Mark Firth, he needs to start making ads to divert that.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
So Mark, I'm going to look to the camera and maybe I'll clip this out. Look, here's the deal.
Bring it.
No, I thought you were cool. No, I'm saying, Mark,
Just come on the show.
come on the show. Show like I when I invited you via our DMs, I really I genuinely didn't want to have you come on to be roast battle.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanted
not
you
a
to come
trap.
on. Well, I think he thought it was a trap. So I go. So he sends me a message March 22nd that said, "Man, you made me laugh. Nice work on that ad analysis." And then a smiley face, old school colon smiley face, like
Sounds nice to me.
sounds pleasant.
You would think.
I said, "Hey, bud, Eric and I love that you're a good sport about it." I lied for Eric. How about we get you on the show as a guest? And he goes, "Hey, Law, here are my thoughts. I know you had a good intention, but ad hom insults, I would not want to go on a show about that." And I was like, "Man, now I had to look up ad hom." What he meant by that. And I was like,
I totally
okay,
know what that
I
means.
still don't really understand it.
Yeah,
but
I'm not looking that shit up.
I'm a
Tell
C
me
plus
what,
student.
what I know
Look,
and what I don't know, Mark.
Mark, you could crush me in any intellectual conversation because I'm a C plus student that tries harder. So I learned
honesty,
most
that
things from
counts.
independent movies I watched when I was in my 20s.
Dude, we went on Bubba the Love Sponge knowing he was out to bust our balls.
But this is where
And-
the comedy business stuff really becomes interesting because we forget some of these guys don't have that spine.
Charm. Yeah.
Yeah, charm.
Or humor.
Yeah.
Just come on, man. Like, hit it back and forth with us a little bit. Give it a shot.
And then I need
Shoot
to
the shit.
I need to find the post because he lambasts what we say about him. It's going to take me a minute, so you guys talk
Oh,
amongst
good.
yourself.
Glad you prepared for this.
Yeah, I was waiting out in the car for 30 minutes, so before the place was open.
30
Joseph,
minutes,
Dude,
and
this is
still
what you're
couldn't
here.
find
I mean,
anything.
you're here to criticize us.
Yeah, I was
lay
just
into
about
him.
to say,
I'm
over
bringing
here,
it up. I'm bringing it up.
sitting there 30 minutes playing with his phone, didn't pull up the information.
I was,
Slacking here, man.
I can't say what I was doing actually.
It's not bad.
Does it end with hub?
No. No, you think I could? You think you think I could slap it in the car right before y'all get here? That is like,
That's pro level.
yeah, that would be. I don't have that kind of
Focus.
tenacity. Yeah.
Knowing where you parked, maybe. I don't know.
In the bushes.
What are you looking for over there? I
He
don't understand.
shared our post and then wrote like 10 things that we messed up on it. maybe he deleted it.
He did.
Yeah. So he wrote like a combative
I'd like to hear
post.
this.
Yeah, but
And was this on LinkedIn for
Yeah.
all of social media to see?
Right.
yeah, he's got kind of a bit. He's got 7,000, about 8,000 followers, and that's not connection. So he has a sizable audience. There.
Sounds like he laid it on the table against you guys.
I know. I'm trying to find it.
Good. We'll go on one of his videos and whatever he was doing, where he was doing the
Well,
apartment
I
diagram.
wanted to
or
do a
Does he
whatever.
even have a
meta thing where
podcast?
we chew on his post about us, and he
Yeah,
might
just
have
pull up one of his posts. Let's do that.
he might have deleted it. I'm trying to find it.
Now just going after
You
this.
think you can run from us?
This is good pod. This is good pod. Have you gotten a shot on Joseph yet?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. I never saw the red light go
You
on.
dick. I know what I'm doing.
Do you know how to do this?
Yeah. It's,
And
do
supposedly
you know how to
they
do
taught
this?
me
What
how
the
to
hell
do
are you
this.
doing over there?
I'm just going through a feed.
I know you're just not even focused.
I feel like Andy Rooney. What's I see everybody with bags now. What's the deal with everybody having a backpack? that's my Andy Rooney from 60
I was
Minutes.
legitimately
That's
asking
good.
that question though, like
I need furrow
a week
eyebrows.
ago.
Whoa, Eric, don't Zach Morris camera us. That was pretty good.
time out.
That was a pretty good Andy Rooney, guys. All right. So, Joseph, you're on here. Tell us how shitty we are. As we've
That was all a big act just now.
Well,
And scene.
Mm-hmm.
Bad podcasting.
I'm not gonna say you guys are complete shit. I'm just saying it's
make a lot of-
definitely unorganized.
that hurts. That's fine.
It's definitely fly by the wheel or however you want to call it.
Fly by night, fly by wheel. I'll take
Seat
any
of my
flybys.
pants.
Yeah. So we tried to
That's
get
it.
you
That's
to
all.
go out
Only
there
criticism.
to procure guests. We haven't been good about.
So that's what I love most about you guys. You guys send me out to get guests. I get them. And then it's like, what time do you want to schedule these?
Okay.
Oh, this is the time. And then it gets scheduled. And then it's like,
I'm sweating.
something happened.
Yeah.
This occurred.
go-
It's
more-
always something occurring with you guys.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna
even
be.
last week when I was supposed to be on.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the hell it was either. It's always
Booty
something.
call, man.
Okay, that's
Another
That's
guy.
important. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait.
hey, Tooch, though, it's
Yeah.
important.
It's not, he's gender fluid.
Yeah. Wish it was true. Wish it
so-
was some cool. I don't even remember what the hell. What was it?
I
was
tired.
it was
you
you,
had a
though.
work
I
meeting.
know it was you.
Oh, I was
quarterly
working. Yeah, that's what it was. Whoop.
Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah, I was.
Speaking of, yeah, but that's what that noise was.
Huh.
Hey yo, I saw it from here. I got
All right. Yeah.
fighter pilot eyesight.
Yeah.
I saw that
and
shit.
you're
from
pushing them Warby Parkers every day.
I lost. I think my son put them on and fucking broke them and threw them in the trash. So that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he got scared and did that. Yeah.
Little Law.
Hey.
Yeah, Trip. He's like his dad. I probably would have done the same thing and been embarrassed and would have cried and shit my
Hey,
pants.
he did a good job throwing his garbage away. How about that?
What?
Let's
How
look at the
dare you.
positive thing.
So I look fucking great in those glasses. I guarantee.
I
it.
agree.
Talking about glasses, I just picked up this pair. Not Warby Parky. I won't
Thanks
say
for
from who.
thanks for helping. I think
Thanks
you
for
did
being
that.
a fan of the show, and he
Thanks
said
for-
it wrong on purpose.
Yeah,
I know
thanks
you
for being a
said it.
dad
I
and
know-
passive aggressively
yeah.
not knowing the brand of the show that you're associate producer of.
Warby Parky.
So here, let's solve some problems while you're here.
Let's do
Here,
it.
here's how we can conflict resolution. I want to hear all of it, all the complaints, because look, this is a lot of business. This is a lot of figuring out. I figure we do it on the air. Maybe it's good entertainment, maybe it's not. But I'm saying we'll at least solve a problem, and what we need to do is get a Calendly going, right?
Yeah, so definitely got to get a calendar.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll make it happen.
So that way, whenever you guys have guests that you want, that I can schedule, and when we actually do get it scheduled, it can be set in stone instead of just tell them to reach out to us.
It sounds very
Tell
laissez-faire,
them to
but
reach out to us, and we'll get as good.
Do you guys remember the glory days back in Ybor City when
Yeah.
we had the Calendly?
That was great.
we'll get it back.
time.
Okay, we'll get it back to that. We'll get it back to
Oh,
that.
we're definitely not allowed back in that office.
Oh no. But I'm
We
saying,
got banned from that, right?
Kind of. Not
Some
banned.
say,
I mean,
some would say booted. for not paying bills. You know, whatever. Divorce is expensive. Pre-divorce is very expensive.
Give me money.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's how it goes with
like a Rodney
everything.
Dangerfield. So here's how we solve this problem. What's the issue? All right, coordinating a time. Here's what we didn't have previously is Eric and I now have new single dad schedules. So we had to make sure those things. Tuesday night's pretty much the only night we know we can do this podcast. So that's going to be the standing time.
Perfect.
If we can throw in every other Saturday that I don't have the kids, he doesn't have kids on Saturdays, that's going to be kind of a bonus thing. But for now, Tuesday night's got to be that. You know, we meet here once a week. This is our AA, and we can at least bang out one episode, if not two, because we should bang
At least 1 to 2.
right, depending on and
Get ahead of content.
Eric's moving on up in his world. I'm moving on up in my professional world. So our schedules become a little tighter.
This is our AA what?
This is our AA where you have to be there every week.
Oh. Yeah, let's use a different thing.
Yeah, AA is a little negative.
Nothing against AA,
Have
but
y'all ever been to AA? It's great.
Yeah, I've been there once. Not going to say as to why, but
it's
Okay.
kind of obvious why you would go.
no, there's
I
actually
did
two
stand-up
reasons
shows
as to why you would go.
I did stand-up shows at AA groups, and the filthier the better.
Oh yeah, they just want something. Give me
Bro, I done
something.
AA shows you think
yeah,
are going to
like-
be the worst. I would say hostel shows probably the worst because not everybody speaks English.
Hostel, HOSTEL.
Yeah.
Are also HOSTILE.
Hostile.
See, that story is a lot better than mine because when I went to AA, I had pretty much no reason being there other than I was court ordered. So I went there. They told
Joseph,
me,
let's talk about this.
Yeah,
I
let's
gotta scratch the rest of what we're going to talk about.
they told me that I had to go there, and then they, of course, have everyone stand up to saying why you're there, telling your name. So I told my name, and I told them.
Well, you're in a jujitsu lifestyle now, and I see you growing in that, and I have to think. I'm putting a storyline together. This is what you do in branding, everybody. This is how you brand. This is you storytell. This is how you do
Another
a
tip
campaign.
of advice, people. Listen to.
Just listen to me, master brander. Okay, I'm the master brander.
That's
I
your
am Don Draper,
That is your best brand name so far.
master brander. Yeah, pretty good on the fly. So here's what I'm saying. Was this the lowest point for you? Whatever happened before to make you court ordered? I'm guessing a DUI, or you had a Con Air like fight outside of a bar where your hands should be registered weapons now.
Actually, it had nothing to do with jujitsu.
No, beforehand.
Oh yeah,
before
yeah.
the
We know.
jujitsu life. Yeah.
Yeah, it was before
I don't
like
really
the
think you
in-depth
Con-Aired
jujitsu
someone.
lifestyle. Yeah, definitely before all that. And when
Let's
I
get
went
there.
in,
What happened?
So when I went in, they're telling me to tell
Rewind
wait,
further. Rewind
Oh,
further.
we're going back.
Yeah, I want to know
Oh,
why
yes.
you got to there. Yeah.
Yes.
This is how we tell a story.
You brought it up, by the way.
Look.
All right, guys.
And you have a long chin hair that is like 4 inches out.
I know.
What? Is that your lucky one?
No, this is like 30 years in the making.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Is
like
that
a
why
dog-
you had to go?
yeah.
Yeah. They're like you look like a dog with mange.
Like, we don't know what to tell the guy.
He has silky Chinese facial hair.
So, all right. To back up the story to the beginning, you guys know I had cancer, right? No.
No. Now I feel
It's
bad.
not as funny anymore.
So
Oh, you guys know I almost died, right?
I beat cancer on the day I beat cancer.
And we've hit a new low.
On the day that I beat cancer, I went out to Ybor to celebrate.
Ybor City, like our Bourbon Street, if you're
Yeah.
outside there, right? Yeah.
I was in Ybor City, pissed drunk. I didn't start up the car. I just got into the car. I put the keys in the ignition, and that's what caught me my DUI.
That sucks.
Yep. On the same exact day that I found out I went into remission. So that's horrible.
Did you
luck.
tell the cop that?
I did. Oh, I also threw
Did you
out.
do it like Johnny Damon?
Oh
Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter.
no, this
I didn't want it.
this
You
was
haven't
way
seen it yet?
worse.
He's like,
I'm saving it.
He's like, Blue Lives Matter, man. Look, I know I'm a Trump voter and stuff. And blue light. Look, the cop's like, that doesn't matter. And then his lady gets out of the car. And she's like, what's going on out here? Very Florida lady-esque.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on out here? And he's like, ma'am, in the car. And she's like, you don't have to tell me to do that. And arrest her immediately.
Do you know how he has?
No, mine was much worse than that.
All right, tell it.
So at the time, I was really deep into my photography, doing photos for all you comedians here at the Improv and so on and so
You
forth.
want to be the Troy Conrad of Florida comedy scene.
I did. And,
What?
Look him up. He's the guy who does all the Comedy Store stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he's great.
Never seen
Look
him.
at all the Comedy Store Instagram stuff that looks well done. That guy,
Who's the guy that owns Side Splitters?
BT owns it now, not
BT,
not,
listen.
not Bobby Jewell. He'll do
Listen,
it. We'll
like,
hook it up.
I've done photos for Ralphie May before he passed. Like, come on.
That
hook me
impresses
up.
him done. But
Whatever.
We'll get into
To hear
this.
hit list.
Either way, so they pulled me
Yeah,
out the car.
what other comedians died after I took a picture of him?
Yeah.
Charlie Daniels, I did photos for, but he wasn't a comedian.
Kind of a comic, yeah.
So either way, I get out the car. They pull me out the car. I'm like, I'm head photographer. Blah 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 blah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. I went that route.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Cops are super impressed by a resume.
Yeah.
they were like, oh,
Is anybody-
tell us more.
When anybody boasts their resume, is anybody ever impressed? I'm trying to think about it right now because people do it in business world. People do it. A lot of guys do it to try to hit on women. Like I did this and I got that, and it's like
The
oh.
only time it works is when you're trying to establish like a
In a
connection.
job interview?
Yeah. Or like establish a connection.
I don't
That's
know.
really
Even
it.
then, like they got it in front of them.
That's true.
If you start like reeling off they'll be like, I'll ask the questions.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That-
now
that
that I know it's
screams of insecurity,
yeah,
right?
they're not that important.
Well,
What I'm learning.
Yeah. In that environment, it doesn't matter who you know, who you did photos for, or who you had on the show, whatever.
Yeah.
When
Might
it
actually
comes
matter
to
who you know, but
Little
sorry.
bit. All right,
That
we're
one could matter.
interrupting.
I'm
you.
sorry.
Why are you guys bullying me? Cutting me off? No.
We're
So I went through all that process. I woke up in the jail. They're like, you were drunk. Great.
What'd you blow?
I think a 1
both
point, a 1 point something. I
Well,
was-
you weren't a Johnny Damon 0.30.
no,
No,
I was double the limit.
0.3.
Yeah.
Double the limit would be 0.16, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had like a silver slugger
Yeah.
level.
That's
Yeah,
admirable.
it was definitely
but you didn't
double.
drive, so
No,
I don't really feel
And
like
that's
it's
what
that
upset
bad.
me.
So you sat in the car.
Yeah, with the keys in the ignition. That's where it went. Yeah.
That's tough.
It's like if it's not right.
When you're within 6 feet, I don't get that. I mean, I get it, but I feel like when you got the keys in the car, you're about to bounce. So, yeah.
Either way,
Were you? Was that your intention? or were you just getting some AC?
I don't remember anything.
Okay, yeah, you were
really.
driving.
The only reason I remember or know what occurred is because I read the court documents, and that's what occurred.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and they're like, this guy comes out of this car saying he's head photographer.
Is
blah,
that
blah, blah.
in the? Is that in
Yeah,
the-
no, that's legitimately in the court documents.
Oh, yeah, because they have
Yeah.
they have to do everything
Yeah.
you say.
Because I was talking to the lawyer, and I'm like, all right, let's fight this the best we can. I got great connections. I'll get letters of recommendations,
I
whatever.
can feel your lawyer's eyes rolling as you said that.
yeah.
We're going to do it, man.
And-
We're going to fight this all the way to Supreme Court.
Did you give him my resume?
He immediately looked at
You
me.
need
He's like,
headshots, dude?
there is no way we're gonna fight this. It's just best. Let's pay this.
Yeah.
Let's
Smart.
pull.
You had a good
Actually, a
attorney.
good
what you
lawyer.
gotta
Unfortunately.
And yeah, so he got me. The way to reduce my charges and everything was go to the AA. Do the AA and
you hear some
go
cool
without
stories?
a car for like 2 years. No, so I heard a lot of stories about people like just continuously falling back into drinking
Yeah.
and relapsing and just like they're like, oh, we don't know how we can live life without having drink. And I'm just like, and this is where I wish I could keep my mouth shut at times because where the original beginning of this story was going, when I told my name and they asked me why I was there, I told them, I have no reason to be here. I don't know why you guys keep coming here. Like, oh yeah, I was like
That's their church, man.
basically saying, like,
How old are you?
I don't. This
the time?
doesn't make it any better. I should have learned.
I gotta know.
24.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
You're still
but
pretty dumb.
Yeah.
How old are you
Hell
now?
yeah.
I'm 30 now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still at the time.
24 is pretty dumb still.
They could have easily. I could have
married.
easily walked out.
Plus, you're
and
probably
they could
drunk.
have beat the crap out of me.
You're probably wasted, so
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So I was medicated.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
some green,
Yeah.
and I get there and
Usually doesn't make you hostile.
no, not at all.
Not
But
hostile.
But
my
honest.
Uber driver
Sure.
was a cop too, so they got to listen to the story how I'm going to AA high,
Right.
dealing with all that, and they're probably thinking like, this idiot probably didn't learn anything.
I think they know that most people will go to those. There's a certain contingent of people who go to anonymous meetings that are messed up, and they're faking
Out
the
of
fun.
obligation.
There's obligation. There's also
That was the
like,
one and only time.
there's
So
also
you only had to go one time.
they're just
To
like
that one.
get a taste of this.
Yeah. No, basically, they're like, you got to go to a meeting and then like an AA, like an actual meeting. So the first one was like just a meeting. Yeah, like a warm up meeting. There's only 4 people in there, and they're just conversing. Don't really remember about what.
Right.
But then the second one, they're like, you actually have to go experience what
God,
an
the
AA
justice
was.
system is perfect.
Yeah.
Cigarette,
And I went in there.
Totally
a lot of
works.
coffee and cigarettes, a lot of knees tapping.
A lot of that, all that, and it's your stereotypical AA meeting, deep in the hood of Tampa, and I'm just like,
Nice.
I don't belong here, not one bit.
Yeah, except that's where you are.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
I learned my
realize it.
lesson, bro.
Right. You don't realize
Yeah.
it at the time. You know?
Ever since then, I never drank more than a beer since then.
Really?
At
Yeah.
one time?
Yeah,
Good for you.
more than one beer. That's all I have.
Better than us.
But smoking though, 2, 3 blunts, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Don't matter
Okay,
about
Snoop.
I'm gonna brag.
So,
no.
so you okay? So you
there's
had a
that.
big life change, which is interesting because, I feel like you probably got into more of the professional world there on because you're hustling. You're doing 3
Yeah.
or 4 things that I see
Well,
consume a lot of your time.
my-
Jiu-jitsu being one that it's not going to pay you anything, but everybody I know who does jiu-jitsu religiously really fucking loves it. Like
So, that takes up about 9 hours a week of my life.
that's a good amount.
That alone.
That's solid.
Takes up about 9 hours. So typically my day goes wake up 7 o'clock, get ready for my 9 to 5 job,
Yeah.
go to 9 to 5 job, and then afterwards I go train. After that, I help teach class, and then I do teach on my own as well, private lessons. So that does actually make some good money. I'm trying to pick up more people, but time come.
It is a
as
cult
time
after
goes
We need to
all.
live
Yeah.
stream a lesson for Law and I.
Yeah.
You get all greased
Hey,
up.
could I?
We got
Could
the
I?
space.
My hands and feet sweat profusely. I
Mine
don't
sweat more.
No. My hands and feet sweat like disgusting amount. I don't. That's the one thing that's held me back from like
Scared,
maybe
bro.
rolling on the mat.
Oh, don't let that. I mean,
No,
Everybody's
I'm talking
sweaty.
pretty. It's bad, dude. I
No,
don't you'll
you're-
never see me in flip flops.
no, you're totally fine. There's this.
Can I wear socks? Can I wear aqua socks?
No, you can't.
Then,
no,
dude, I will really like.
Go
You'll see my
barefoot.
foot. Look, you can. You want to see all that sweat?
That's
right there?
fine.
I don't see nothing.
When you get,
I'm
in-
not taking that as an excuse.
Yeah,
for
when you
to
get
not do
deep
it.
into training,
Can I wear
you'll
gloves
be.
and booties? That's all I
No.
want. Then I can't do it.
Yeah.
Then I'm out.
Oven mitts.
I'll be a ninja then.
Hey, if you want to be okay with
If you
running
wanna
the
be-
risk of getting your butt kicked anytime you walk down the street by just
By
some
me?
random, by me.
Now look, I
Get
do,
me mad, Law.
I do
dare
know, I
ya.
do want to do jujitsu on that level. Would be nice to have that, in your hip pocket.
It
do,
saved my
do-
life 3 times.
I do really.
Yeah.
Well, I have to hear that.
Hey,
Oh
give us
my
one of
God.
them. What's the best one?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So a great one.
Was it like
uh,
the Ohio State football player or Oklahoma football players where they try
No.
to beat up those kids and they're like, "Oh, whoops."
A little bit. So I got 2 stories real quick for you. First one, I'm at Dean south of the border in Punta Gorda. Rachel, shout out to her if she's still working there as a bartender.
Nah, she's dead.
Hopefully
Oh, no,
not.
she's our number 2
because
fan.
the person that I'm talking about did
Rachel,
die.
what up?
Oh no! You killed someone?
No.
You really Con Aired someone.
He was a good friend of mine.
Put the
after
bunny back in the
place.
box. All right.
His name was Kane, but he was pushing me, like he's a black belt taekwondo at the time, and he was pushing me in because he heard that I trained. So finally, I gripped up his arm, pulled him into me, and I took his back, started choking him out.
Really?
Yeah, this is before we became friends, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got like a 6
then
foot tall,
And
deep
then we got a
lovers.
duplex together.
Deep lovers the next day though.
Took his back, all right.
Yeah. So I took his back. I started choking him out.
yeah.
He banged my head against the concrete.
No, this is gonna be like
Yeah.
a Danielle Steele novel.
He pulled a knife out and everything. Rachel jumps over the bar. Oh my God, what's going on? They stop it all. Next day, a mutual friend of ours, Scuba, he comes looking for me because he heard what had happened.
Scuba?
That's a rad name.
Yeah, Scuba. And his name's Steve too. So I mean,
Man.
yeah.
Well, that made it worse,
almost-
but okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he came looking for me because he found out that we got into a fight, and he's basically brothers with Kane, and then we ended up becoming all best friends, butt buddies, lovers, and so on and so
Okay.
forth.
Right
Okay.
on,
You
right
really
on.
took it there.
There's that.
Yeah,
one.
we were
Way
just,
to yes and it,
yeah,
dude.
I like it. Those
Yeah,
improv
it
classes are paying off.
And then the second story I got, I was at Tindaho's house, ex-girlfriend.
A what?
Tindaho.
A Tindaho?
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Tinderho.
Tinder.
Ah, I got you. Mm-hmm.
So went over to her family's house. Her bum cousin broke into the house at the time. And I'm not gonna get involved. Whatever you want, break in, steal everything on that side. I don't care.
Hey, boo. You know I know jujitsu.
Yeah. So
You need me to chase this guy? Grab him?
so that's what I told her. I'm like, hey, and that's when she's like, as long as you don't pass this part of the house, don't do nothing. So that's what I told him. I'm like, hey, you do
I
whatever you
picture
want.
True Detective, just
Yeah.
the scene where he's like about to go in the hood. McConaughey. You know the best fucking thing on TV ever?
It was good.
No,
I just don't
The
remember the part you're
Wire
talking about.
was
I
the
just
best
don't
thing on the
remember.
TV
Okay, Breaking
ever.
Bad is the best show ever. Don't even listen. We don't have time to get into that part
Oh,
of it.
fuck
I just
you
Fuck
very much,
you.
sir. Fuck
The
you very
Wire.
much, sir.
We're not doing this.
The
All
True
of you guys
Detective
can go
season
fuck
one.
yourselves.
It was good, but it's not Breaking Bad. Fuck you.
No, The Wire. Nothing
on.
competes to The Wire.
The Wire was okay compared to
The Wire's 20 years ago. I
Yeah.
can't get into it.
Okay,
because they're
fine.
like,
Let's
beeping.
go,
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Robot then. Mr. Robot is
right,
hands down like the best.
I don't even know. Is that on
Exactly.
USA? Who
Yeah.
cares?
It's pretty good, but it's not.
All right.
not
How
up
can you
there.
get jujitsu? For real?
The
Fine,
one
Mr. Robot.
the one shot, a Scorsese shot that goes through the hood.
Yes, it was
It's
sick. I
take-
remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you?
That's all you need.
Anyways, back to your story, Joseph.
So I guess
Go.
it was sort of like that.
Yeah.
And so he comes up to me, and I'm like, hey, man, like, I won't let you go past this. So he pushed into me. Whatever, he pushes me, I pull him. I don't know why I'm pulling people into me. I'm a guard puller, whatever. Please,
A guard puller?
yes, please. I'm so glad no one in my jiu-jitsu community actually watches this because they would
I need
murder
to.
me.
I'm gonna put targeted
You
ads.
tag yourself. Yeah, you tag yourself there all the time. We know now. We're gonna post that. We're gonna tag them in the
Alright.
show.
So-
for sure.
As long as this one person doesn't see, I'm golden.
Okay, we're gonna find out who that is as
I'm
well.
gonna
and-
say that. But either way, so I pulled him into me. I put him right into a triangle, started choking him out while the ex-girlfriend comes up behind, starts wailing on his head, start like punching him in the head. And so I I sort of loosen up, I kick her away, and I just keep him choked up. and whatnot.
verbally.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
verbally.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of fighting going on.
Litigious show.
Yeah. So he's finally like starting to get choked out, and I'm like, all right, I'll let you go. You help me up. He let me go. I let him go. He helped me up, and then his first response was, I wasn't expecting any jujitsu MMA stuff. And I'm like, it's not my fault. You don't
And
know
then
how to
like
fight.
you and I, we cannot be best friends.
Yeah. No, we're
Is this
never
how you
cool.
become friends with
Yeah.
everybody? And now
Some people,
we will be
yeah.
friends. All right, third story, and then we're gonna round this out.
Third story.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With jujitsu.
Your third best friend. How did you
No,
make friends with this
Not
person?
best friend. This was during cancer time.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk Celtic Ray.
I remember that place.
Get out of the bar.
I
Find
opened
out.
for Tom Rhodes there. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Two guys looking to fight two people in the bar. The two friends of mine. I get out of the taxi. I drunkenly run up there looking to fight them. Cops already up there.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, what happened? I raise my hand. I know what happened. No idea what happened.
I know what happened.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, get out of here. You're drunk. even Kansas at the bar was like, get in here, pulling me in there, tell me
We know who
leave them
Kansas
alone.
is. Yeah,
Yep.
he's a good guy.
So
Totally.
This helps the audience.
finally, I go back outside the bar, again, raise my hand, and the officer at the time swats my hand, and I pushed him into my car.
Oh shit.
Dude.
Yeah. That's why I don't drink.
Okay,
ever.
yeah, you're not good at
So,
it. You're not good like we are.
no.
We're advanced.
A month later, I'm down there helping teach a class with Tony at Punta Gorda Martial Arts. And
Good reference for all
name
these people.
dropping.
Just throwing all these people.
Time.
got to, man.
Okay.
So
Devil's in the detail.
the cop that I pushed, his partner's training with me unknowingly, and I'm just bad mouthing this cop in front of his partner unknowingly, and we train. And at the end of it, he's like, "Yeah, that's my partner." I'm like, "Dang, that sucks. I just trained with you. I assaulted your partner not too long ago. No wonder you speared me in my chest, in my back."
yeah.
How serendipitous.
Well, we can't end an episode any better, right?
No.
Power of threes. Let's do
Alright.
it.
What
Thanks
about
for coming
my
on.
sweat equity?
We'll have you back on. Tell us some more of your stories because I want to see your trajectory.
My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Those are a free string gimmick.
What about my sweat equity?